come get ready with me at 8 weeks postpartum. I'm 2/3 of the way through my maternity leave and time is flying. But I have a lot to talk to you about, so let's get on over to the video. I have so many things to talk to you about today. I also have a little show and tell moment to share because I fell in love with some products, but let's get started. So actually I'm taking my ring off because I want to throw on some sunscreen. So starting with a little bit of sunbum, but we are officially 8 weeks postpartum, which is absolutely insane. I cannot believe how fast this time is gone. I feel like 2/3 of the way through my maternity leave. And I don't think I ever, like, I know people say like time passes so fast, but I don't know that I've ever been able to like truly appreciate that saying until becoming a mom. Also, if you hear my little guy, he's behind me today, so you might hear him meeping. He's hanging out and playing on a little blankie, just being adorable. It is April 1st, April Fool's Day, so we'll see what kind of shenanigans we might get into. Also, as soon as I turn the calendar, I realize I have to go get my ring cleaned. We go get our rings cleaned. Oh my gosh, is mine broken? Oh no, there we go. We go get our rings cleaned every 6 months and to get them, like, make sure that like the diamonds and everything are okay. Being 8 weeks postpartum, also this is the Makeup by Mario Soft Skull Shaping Stick in Light. I've been watching a lot of videos, and then I'll go back to what I was saying, about contouring, and I think they called it negative contouring, and using like concealer and things on the side of my nose. So I might actually try that today to see if it changes anything. But I do it on my cheeks, my forehead, and the tip of my nose. But being 8 weeks postpartum, I'm definitely still emotional, definitely going through those ups and downs. I've noticed a lot of things that are just different. And I don't know if anybody else has ever experienced this, but I almost feel like something's going on with my jaw. Like, I don't know if I'm grinding my teeth at night when I sleep, but I swear I wake up every morning and it feels like my teeth hurt and my jaw hurts. But I've been reading that is something that can happen postpartum. So we'll be doing some more research to figure out kind of like what is going on there. But having to, and like really adapting, I feel like we have a solid routine down now. But we are definitely in the thick of terrible twos, which I hate calling them terrible twos. I don't know, they just need rebranded. 2 is not for the faint of heart, and I've heard that 3 is worse than 2. So we shall see. So this is I Love Makeup by Mario products. If you're new here, I've done a lot of research when I was pregnant with our first about what is gluten-free and safe for pregnancy and postpartum if you're breastfeeding. And Makeup by Mario, I absolutely love. They are a clean brand. This is their... That was such a cute sound. This is their Surreal Skin Awakening Concealer in 220. So the video I watched, okay, so like these are my normal points that I do concealer. So the girl did here, like 2 little dots. Maybe I need to do more. I don't know how much to do. And then she did the side of her nose. And she did her chin. And she said it was to bring lightness to the middle of her face. So we'll see if it changes anything. I'm also afraid, like, I don't know, I feel like I touch my face a lot and I don't wear foundation that I don't want to get makeup on like the collar of my shirt or anything. So I always get worried. I know that's like not the bottom, but like my chin. Anyway, being in the thick of having a 2-year-old, and I'll show you these 2 books. So we have experience, we've gone through phases where we've talked about no hitting, and it was even before baby, and it's almost been completely gone away at this point. And I don't know if that's because of these books. I don't know if that is because of just a season. He's so cute. Just a season that we were kind of going in, but It was even before he started going to school that he had picked it up. And I think it's honestly just being two and not having the words to express yourself. And he has always been kind of ahead of the curve, which I hate saying. He has been, and I know that all parents think that like their kid like shoots rainbows and everything. So he is absolutely surrounded by educators. I have an early childhood education degree. My mom is a retired preschool teacher of almost, I think, 26 years. And my mother-in-law is also a preschool teacher. So my kiddos are surrounded by educators. I do think that this kind of brought some more brightness to the middle of my face. We'll see what it looks like once I finish the rest of my makeup. So we do not know this woman. This is by no means sponsored in any type of way. But the first one she got us was what to do when you feel like hitting. And the second one is what to do when it's time to calm down. And it just walks through. And I love that this one is a board book. And this one, I mean, it is paper, but it's definitely like it's not like thin. Like, I mean, he could bend it, but like they're not going to rip. What I love is that each one walks through like scenarios, and it gives you just different ways to calm yourself down or to work through emotions. And the way that it explains it to kids is pure perfection. I absolutely love these. They're both by Kara Goodwin. She is it says on the front of the book, it just says leading parenting expert and child psychologist. I know that there are other books that she has, like on the back, there's an advertisement for what do you do when you feel like biting. We have not, I'm crossing my fingers, knocking on wood, we have not gone through a biting phase. I really hope that it's not something that he picks up from school. But if it does, that is definitely something we will look for her books for. It explains it in ways that I wish I had the words to do. Now, we've created our own little mantra from how she explains to calm down and to kind of control like how you're handling your emotions. And it doesn't go through like bottling them up. It's like really, really, I don't know, a way to work through it that works for a toddler. Absolute perfection. So if that's something that you're going through, or you feel like you're bringing a new baby in, or the routine is changing and you want them to be able to handle their emotions, absolutely look through those. I'll see if I can find a link. I don't know where my mom got them. I'll have to ask her if they're from Amazon or not, but I'll make sure to put it on my LTK. All of the makeup I'm using is also on my LTK. Now, this is the All of Me multi-stick from Ilia. I just took the cap off. I do it on my cheeks and the tip of my nose. I love the way, I don't know, I feel like the blush look on your nose just makes you feel fresh. Little man. Hold on, Mommy has blush on her fingers. Boop, 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 boop. 1 second. I don't know if we're kind of going through a phase, but little man has become quite my little contact baby, which is not something we ever experienced with our first. So it is definitely a learning curve for both him, or for both of us. But we're making it through. We're doing it. Might mean that I have a little baby in my lap to eat breakfast or enjoy my coffee in the morning, and I'm not complaining. But every time I film these, I laugh because our office has become such a hodgepodge of both Chris and I. And on one side, we have my plant stand. And I mean, they've seen better days. Postpartum, I've definitely forgotten to water them every day. But then you can see Chris's Nerf gun in the back. It's just, I don't know, it just explains us very well. All right, this is the little one, Lawless eyeshadow palette. This is something that I love to travel with just because the colors that it has in it are perfect for like if I want to do something a little more glittery, if we're like in Disney or anything, or my neutral, like kind of creamy pink for every day. But I'm not loving the other colors that I have in my palettes right now, so I wanted to use this one today. Typically I use my finger, but I felt fancy and I grabbed a brush. Hi, Katie from the future, taking a minute from our video right now to share that I am partnering with Momcozy today. So they graciously sent me one of their products that I wanted to just open real quick with you guys and share a little bit about. So this is the Momcozy Comfortnip nipple cream that is actually touch-free cooling comfort. So I have not used this product before, so I'm gonna open it up and share kind of my experience as well as my review. If you are new to breastfeeding, you 100% need some type of cream in those first couple months, especially, and then of course it's continued use depending on how everything is going. You might just have a season in your breastfeeding journey where you need it, but no matter what, a nipple cream is a absolute must for any new mom that plans to breastfeed. The packaging is adorable. I love how feminine that they have been making pregnancy and postpartum products lately. So one of the big things for me when I'm looking at a nipple cream is making sure that it is non-toxic and safe for baby, which Momcozy's product is, because I could not imagine dealing with the stress of breastfeeding and then having pain and sore nipples, and then you're using a cream that you then have to wipe off before you feed baby, and you have enough things on your brain, like that just is too much to add to it. Their product is non-toxic and safe for baby. And then if you see, you just pull the cap right off. It is touch-free, and then you're able to squeeze just a small amount out. I didn't notice it had a scent until I squeezed a little bit out of it, but I am very excited to try this and can honestly see myself being able to throw this right in my diaper bag just because the size is good too. If you're new here, I am very much on the crunchy side of things, and I am always reading the ingredients because I not only have to be safe with what I'm ingesting, but what I put on my body. And I was very excited to see that when I was reading the ingredients on the box, it said that it had contained organic avocado butter. Now, I'm not exactly sure what avocado butter is, but I do know what organic and avocado means. So I will go ahead and be testing out this product to see how I like it, and I will be sharing a review in an upcoming video. Back to the regularly scheduled program. But I was saying, I don't know if you can see it, but this was one of my Christmas presents from Chris. And it has two little C's for both my little bugs, and I absolutely love it, and it's so dainty and perfect, and I just felt like putting it on today when I was starting to film. One thing that is crazy, and I've literally just talked to my girlfriends about this, is mom guilt. And this is the Makeup by Mario Master Matte's liquid liner in super black. I just can't talk and put eyeliner on at the same time. I am still on the hunt. I have my Ilia in here too. I wore this the last couple of days, and I'm still getting that like crease where it like doubles over in my eyelids. So definitely need to find a new eyeliner. But the Makeup by Mario is not doing it as much. It's still doing it, but it's not like a full line. So I definitely need to find a new clean liner. Mom guilt. We were talking about, I texted one of my girlfriends, and I had made a plan and decided that there was something that I wanted to do with our boys, which we call them Mama Brother Days. And I didn't tell him, like obviously the baby does not know, but I did not tell our oldest, who's 2. And we ended up not being able to go. I didn't feel good. I was tired. We had errands to run, and it was something so simple that like I literally just wanted to take him to story time at a library. That's all. Just a 30-minute story music session at a library on a day that we don't normally do something like that. And I texted one of my girlfriends, and I was bawling my eyes out. He had no idea that I had this plan of like, let's go to coffee, let's go to the library, let's do this class. And I was going to also take him to Home Depot because the kid loves to walk around Home Depot, and figured, if it's raining, then great, mom can get her steps in too. But I was so like almost distraught, which I probably sounds wild if you've never experienced postpartum. But I felt like I was disappointing him. And I mean, I had almost a migraine level headache. I had to take Tylenol. I was hitting it with caffeine too, trying to double whammy the caffeine down because I cannot take certain medications with all of my allergies. And I hate disappointing people, and mom guilt and disappointment together is astronomical. And I felt like I was like ruining his day. Like I was the worst mom. I wasn't there enough. I wasn't doing enough. He wasn't going to have good memories in his childhood, which sounds totally bizarre. And I know is not true. And it's wild to think that I felt that strongly over plans he didn't even know about. Like I hadn't mentioned it at all. So when we woke up and mommy didn't feel good, it was just a regular day at home. And I talked to the girls, and so many of them were like, oh my gosh, I have that too. And it's crazy. We make these plans in our brains, and when they don't happen, then it's like close to the end of the world. And we keep reminding each other that this year, like, we're giving each other grace, we're doing simple things, and that even the fact that we are planning and looking for things like this to do with our little ones, we are great moms. Like, we're looking for outlets, we're looking for ways for them to learn and to grow and to spend time with them, and that is something that we need to remember. And as long as we are giving them our full and undivided attention, our phones are away, we're actively playing, we're on the ground with them, that's what they're going to remember. And I need to be better at that. I think a lot about setting an example, that was the Milk Rise Mascara, waterproof, still in postpartum, still crying almost every day, so still using a waterproof mascara. I know this one is black, but I can't find where the color is. Had a quick call from Nana checking on us. So this is the Tarte Fake Awake. I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. It is coffee for your face. It just wakes you up. Typically I do it before mascara, but I grab mascara first, so alas. Just getting down on the floor and spending quality time for him, like I feel like is just giving the example and setting the tone for how to play with one another, how to interact with people, how to interact with our loved ones. And I think a lot about what type of example I'm setting for my boys. And not only that, but also setting a good example about what I'm eating, how I talk about my person, how I exercise, just healthy habits, both mentally and physically, because everything that we eat, Carson wants to try. Of course, like if there's things with like hot sauce and stuff in it, like we'll tell him like it's spicy, and he'll taste it on occasion if there's like not a lot on it, and he'll tell us if he likes it or not. I am a firm believer that picky kids are made. They're not picky just by themselves, but also healthy habits with exercise. I am a person that I have to be active every day. It changes my mindset. It changes how I look at myself, how I feel, and making sure like to include him on some of that. So sometimes he'll get down on the floor with me and do different Pilates and yoga. Oh, so sorry. So that was the Anastasia Brow Wiz. Now I am out of the color, but I'm still using like the little brush just to brush up my brows. I have issues where my brows do not grow, and I've tried castor oil and different things, and I'm not trying anything since I've been pregnant and now that I'm breastfeeding, but I do need to get more of the color because we have a couple trips growing up and I would like to look like I have brows in my pictures. But I want to include him on different things about being active. So he'll get down on the floor with me. He'll do Pilates and yoga with me. We'll go on family walks. And I think that's really important because he'll even ask, like, Mama, can we go for a walk? It's not just, Mama, can we go to the playground or anything after dinner? So I feel like we are setting a good example, and I just like really hope we continue. But like just the way I talk about myself and postpartum, it's so hard because you are in such a unique mental space and your body doesn't look pregnant, but you don't look back to normal, or like you don't, this is like this weird new normal and nothing really fits. And there's days where I don't like this word, but I will look at my body and have moments where I hate the way I look. And I don't hate my body. My body made these two beautiful boys, but I'm just uncomfortable in my own skin and nothing that I want to wear fits. I just need some chapstick. I use grandpa chapstick. I'm a classic original chapstick gal through and through. Making sure that I talk positively about the way I look and that he doesn't see like me even just saying like, I'm going to put makeup on to feel pretty. Like mommy's going to go get fancy or something like that. I'll try to word it differently, which I mean, like I know I have two boys, but I think that even just, I mean, they're going to be somebody's spouse at some point in their life, maybe not. That's totally up to them. But I'm sure that they're going to have female friends, and I want them to at least see a female role model talking so positively about themselves and just wording it differently, so that if they do have a friend in their life in the future that is kind of going through something, like that they can be there to comfort them and maybe have the words without realizing that like I taught that to them, like maybe just ingrained. I don't know. That's at least fingers crossed. So I'm not sure exactly what order I'm going to be posting these, but earlier this week, me and the littlest guy went out on a thrifting antiquing day. This is the Say Glowy Super Gel in Star Glow. I like to put it on my cheekers and the tip of my nose. But earlier in the week, we decided because yeah, obviously he was giving me input. He's 8 weeks old. We went on a thrifting antiquing day while my oldest was in school, and we were looking for, my main focus was Disney shirts, because I just like wearing like men's medium, baggy, men's large shirts around the house. But we were looking for coffee syrup dispensers because I want to start making my own coffee syrups. So I will be posting a video learning how to make my own coffee syrups. I am very excited. Also, if you haven't seen the Thrift video, and I'm not sure exactly what order they'll be posted, but I'm sure that'll be in the link below at some point. Now, this is the look for today. I do feel like putting the concealer in like the between my eyebrows, the sides of my nose, and my chin does bring light to the center of my face. I don't know if I like it for every day. This might be more of like a glam look if we have like an event or a wedding or something. But it was fun to try out. I thank you so much for watching. I will be continuing to post about pregnancy, postpartum, and mom life in general. And of course, thrifting and coffee, because those are just some of my favorite things. If you've made it this far in the video, please give me a couple hearts in the comments so I know that you're here. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.